Oh my God. So I want to give an update on the video I posted about calling the Carolina Panthers. Because one of the greatest things that has happened to me since I've been doing these posts is that, like, getting encouragement, and getting, go for it, the live with Rennick and Kelly thing, that was all great. And, but what was interesting when I shared about, getting out of my comfort zone with regards to reaching out to the Carolina Panthers, I have a very close friend of mine. Her name is Vicky Cook. I don't know if you know her. If you do know her, you're blessed with her awesomeness. If you don't know her and you're in Connecticut, get to know her because she's an amazing woman. And I'll let you figure that out going forward. But when I gave that video, she called me. I haven't talked to her, I'm not kidding to you, in I want to say 8 years, some long period of time. So I called her, or she called me, and she said something to the extent like, Rennick, I'm so elated that you reached out to the Carolina Panthers and you got out of your comfort zone, but you didn't follow through. And, again, I was like, well, what do you mean I didn't follow through? She's like, well, when you got this guy out to lunch and you were sitting down with him and he said, what do you do next? You were like, I don't know, you tell me. And oh my God, it hit me like a ton of bricks that she was absolutely right. I'd gotten to a place with this guy that I was so excited about having lunch with him that I completely forgot about the purpose and the reason why I was reaching out to him. Now, what she did is she asked for a copy of that presentation, and I shared it with her, and she's like, you know what? You got to redo it. You got to get more aggressive. You got to talk about why this is the right opportunity for you. You got to talk about why you were built for this role. You got to talk about why you're the guy. What are you doing with this I hope and vague and, give me a call kind of nonsense? Go for it, man. You need to go for this now. And so she called me on the phone. We spent about 50 minutes on the phone. And I swear to God, I wish I could have taped it, because she, in a, really, loving way, if you want to say that, lit my ass up. And the great part about it is that I couldn't deny that she was wrong. She called me out on not following through because I was probably scared. She confirmed that there was the right opportunity for me, and she told me what I needed to do in order to follow through and push through the other side. We talk about that a lot, pushing through the other side. So these last 2 weeks, I've been redoing this presentation, getting myself prepared for the real content that I could provide to, I think, this football team, and to any football team for that matter. And, I redid it, and I got a lot more specific, and I got a lot more detailed about how I could help them when it comes to mentoring, players and getting them ready for, the transition into the civilian world, that I had her look at it. And, she gave me some great suggestions. The process of doing that, I was like, you know what? I didn't push the other side. You know what I did? I settled for comfort. I settled for being like, hey, you know what? You just kind of give me a call when you can. I know you're not that busy, whatever. And I'll just wait for whatever happens. And you know what? You kind of can't wait for whatever happens. You got to be aggressive all the way through. And what was great, and it kind of gets back to what we're talking about here, is that, I opened myself up. I talked about what I did. And then in the same time, too, I was open to hearing what improvements I needed to make. And you know what? I propelled myself into a whole different direction. I propelled myself in a way that I did. She was right. And, I think that's the lesson to be learned here, right? If you're not talking about the stuff that you think that you should be doing with other people, and you're not open for constructive criticism, and, you're missing out. And I would have missed out on the follow-up if I didn't post this video. And that's what I wanted to say. So get out of yourself, reach out, talk to other people about what it is that you want to do. Fucking post a video about it. I don't care. I mean, but just get out of yourself. And I owe a huge debt to my girl Vicky Cook for calling me out on my crap and reminded me that I have a lot of value and I have a lot of things that I can offer to somebody if they're willing to listen and they're willing to open up to themselves. How about that? Pushing on